From Busan to the world stage, how Jeon Jungkook became a global phenomenon before the stadium lights, before the sold-out world tours, and before millions of voices around the globe chanted his name, there was a quiet boy standing in front of a microphone, unsure if anyone would truly see him. This is not just the story of fame. This is the story of how Jeon Jungkook, once an ordinary kid from Busan, became one of the most influential global artists of his generation. It begins not with victory, but with loss. When Jungkook auditioned for the Korean survival show Superstar K, he didn't make it far. For many, that moment would have been the end of the dream. But for Jungkook, it became the spark. Several entertainment companies noticed something rare in him, not perfection, but potential. At just 13 years old, he was suddenly faced with a life-changing decision. And instead of choosing the biggest or safest option, he chose belief. He joined BigHit Entertainment, a small and struggling company at the time, because one producer told him, "I believe in you." That choice would quietly change the future of K-pop. Leaving his hometown of Busan, Jungkook moved to Seoul alone. He was young, inexperienced, and surrounded by older trainees who were faster, stronger, and more confident. The pressure was relentless. Training days stretched into nights filled with exhaustion, homesickness, and self-doubt. Jungkook has since admitted that there were moments he questioned everything: his talent, his worth, and whether he belonged at all. Yet every doubt pushed him to work harder. He practiced singing until his voice trembled, danced until his legs gave out, and studied performers late into the night. He wasn't trying to be better than others. He was trying to be better than yesterday. When BTS debuted in 2013, the world did not immediately notice. Their music was raw, their message unconventional, and their company unknown. Critics dismissed them. Industry insiders underestimated them. And Jungkook, the youngest member, carried a quiet burden to prove that he deserved his place. As the main vocalist, he felt responsible not just for his own performance, but for the entire group's sound. Mistakes haunted him. Perfection became his obsession. Then, something unexpected happened. Instead of breaking under pressure, Jungkook transformed it into fuel. His vocals grew stronger, his stage presence sharper, and his confidence undeniable. Fans began calling him the Golden Magne, a nickname that reflected not just his talent, but his relentless dedication. Every comeback showed growth. Every performance felt more alive. Slowly, BTS began to rise, not through privilege, but persistence. The real turning point came when BTS started gaining international attention. As their music crossed language barriers, Jungkook's voice became one of the most recognizable sounds in modern pop. His emotional delivery resonated deeply with listeners who didn't even understand Korean. And yet, behind the scenes, Jungkook struggled. Fame arrived faster than he could process. He was still growing up while the world watched his every move. This is the twist few people talk about. At the height of BTS's global breakthrough, Jungkook hit a personal crossroads. He began questioning his identity beyond the group, beyond expectations. Instead of chasing comfort, he chose growth. He studied filmmaking, improved his songwriting, and explored new musical styles. His solo projects weren't rushed, they were careful, intentional, and deeply personal. When he finally released solo work, the response was explosive. Jungkook wasn't just a K-pop idol anymore. He was a global artist. Songs like Euphoria and Seven showcased a performer who had found his own voice, confident, mature, and emotionally honest. Streaming records shattered. Charts worldwide reflected what fans already knew: Jeon Jungkook had become a global phenomenon. Not because he chased fame, but because he stayed true to the work. Today, Jungkook stands on the world stage, not as a boy who was discovered, but as an artist who earned every step. His journey is proof that success isn't instant. It's built in silence, in sacrifice, and in moments when no one is watching. From Busan to global superstardom, Jungkook's story reminds